All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Doing An Evil Eye coming to you again with another episode of the Filthy Hardcore the Filthy Casual and Hardcore show. Now, you probably noticed that I'm by myself. Normally, I'd have my co-host Ola with me. Unfortunately, he's had a family emergency, and I was a bit excited. I kind of wanted to do an immediate reaction video, so I decided to do one now. Probably have Ola back on at some point tomorrow just to recap some of the kind of things that I've discussed in this video. But man, I told you guys it wouldn't be easy. I told you it would not be easy. But in the end, in the 7th round, Anthony Joshua knocks out Alexander Povetkin and becomes the first man to stop Alexander Povetkin in spectacular fashion, to be honest. And the fight was an interesting fight. It was. I mean, you could shit all over the Takan performance and the Parker performance, in which AJ dominated both fights, was a bit unspectacular in doing so. But he got back to spectacular ways in this fight. One thing about AJ is that he's a vulnerable fighter. Funny enough, there's a YouTuber on here. If you're a boxing fan, you should be already subscribed to him. It's called Hatman Bites Back. Really intelligent football boxing analyst, or kind of boxing YouTuber anyway. And he made a really bold statement that he believes that, I say a bold statement, it isn't really when you think about the man, and that is that he feels that at some point Anthony Joshua will be beat. That he's just too vulnerable, and there will be a time at some point where he will be beat for those championships. And it caused a massive uproar because of this idea that maybe Povetkin could be the one to do it. I face a similar amount of backlash because in my title I said, I think I put something along the lines of AJ could lose this one. And I had a few people tweeting me saying, how can you and Ola think that AJ could lose this, that, the other? And I'm like, listen, you motherfuckers forget who you're talking about. You're talking about someone who's a former world champion, someone who is an Olympian in their own right, someone who's only lost one fucking fight. And all right, he conclusively lost that fight. But he still was never stopped in that fight. Like, this guy, forget his height, the guy hits like a truck, and it wouldn't be an easy fight for AJ, and it wasn't, and it played out. In a lot of ways, it didn't really play out how I thought it would, and the reason I say that is because I thought AJ would establish his jab pretty quickly. But he wasn't, and I was really getting frustrated because the first 3 rounds, to be honest, AJ lost them. He lost them. If we're being real here, fucking Povetkin was doing so well. AJ was attempting to fight in that range, as he should, give them the height advantage. But Povetkin was determined to fight on the inside. AJ likes getting into scraps. He likes getting into scraps, and he's getting into scraps, and he was losing those scraps because fucking Povetkin is quick. He's quick-handed. He's fast. 39 or no 39. He's fast. But then AJ started to adjust. Started to calm down and said, all right, cool. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start jabbing you, but I'm going to jab you all over the place. It ain't going to be just the face now. It's going to be the body. And that's where that decision won him this fight. Because he needed to find a way to slow Povetkin down, because Povetkin's pace, his high-octane pace, was bothering AJ. So he needed to find a way of slowing him down. And fair play to the champ. He thought, fuck this, right? Here's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start jabbing low. So he jabbed low, jab high, jab low, jab high. He sent a couple more jabs to the gut. And that's what won him in the fight in the end, because not only did it then start to slow him down, because I gave AJ round 4, round 5, and round 6. But then also what that did for round 7 is, because AJ now kept jabbing to the body, Now Povetkin's guard, which was initially here and was causing him so much trouble every time he did this, and he threw like looping left hands and straight and right hands. But now his guard had dropped at least 5 inches here. And in doing that, it left him open to the straight right hand and the left hook that eventually started to finish this fight. And that's pretty much how it played out. That's how round 7 played out. It played out, AJ began the round stepping into a right hand that caught fucking Povetkin's attention. Povetkin was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? And then Povetkin started to back up for pretty much the first time in the fight. And then they got into a little kind of like scrap. And then I think AJ caught him with a stunning left hand and then followed up with a straight right hand down the gullet. My man was gone. He was gone. He did well to make it up because it was a hard knockdown, that first knockdown. But he was brave. He wanted to continue. He was like, all right, fuck this. I'm going to continue. You could tell he was out of it, though. And AJ is such a lethal finisher that once you're in his sights, it's a wrap. And it was a wrap. Literally a couple more shots later, the ref was like, fuck this, it's gone, it's over, it's done. In any case, Povetkin was on his way to the floor by the time the ref weighed it off. And still, it's as simple as that. Good performance in the end. What I liked about this was, you know, AJ is a vulnerable boxer. He is. He's not a flawless boxer. And to be honest, I don't think you're ever going to see a flawless performance from him. You know, he's just going to be one of them guys. But what I do like about AJ and where I think his strength does come into play is I think he's a much more intelligent boxer than people give him credit for. He's clearly always thinking, and there were a couple of times like he got busted in the nose the first, I think it was the second round. You know, that type of shit can really fuck with your mind a little bit. But he kind of adjusted, made small adjustments, started using his jab a lot better, got behind it a lot better. And to be honest, you know, I think he was on his way to potentially a point with victory anyway, but it was a tense moment for a while. But on to the next for AJ, and still, you know, and I'm seeing lots of people saying shit like, oh, well, you know, he's blatantly dodging Fury because apparently Eddie Hearn only mentioned Wilder and only mentioned Wilder and White, and they didn't mention Fury. Bruh, listen, I don't care what the trainer says. And yes, I've seen the trainer's tweet. I don't care what the trainer says. Fury is fighting Wilder for Wilder's WBC title. There ain't no way Wilder is rematching Fury if he beats him. For what? For what reason? For what? The Ring Magazine belt? No. This doesn't happen like that. If Fury beats Wilder, contractually, he would be obliged to fight Wilder. So there's no point even talking about Tyson Fury. So I don't even know why people are talking like, oh, he's dodging Fury, he's doing this, he's doing that. You obviously don't understand boxing then. Or you don't understand contractual situations. Because people will point to the fact that, oh, well, Ben Davison says, oh, okay. Because it's not like them to get a piece of information like that conveniently wrong, is it? Come on, people. Come on. You guys are smarter than that. And yeah, you know, it will disappoint people because AJ will probably go on and fight White instead of fighting Wilder. We all want to see the fucking Wilder fight. I want to see the Wilder fight. But ultimately, if these two don't get it on, I'm not going to be fucking heartbroken for it. Unfortunately, this is boxing, as Ola has said before on this very channel. You know, sometimes the one advantage that, say, someone like a UFC or a Bellator has is you have a matchmaker who makes matches and then it happens. In boxing, you don't. You have teams and you're hoping for the best. And if those teams don't get on, as Wilders and AJs don't get on, what can you fucking do? I don't think it's a case of dodging anyone. But hey-ho. But on to the next one for AJ. I think he did well. I think he did what he had to do. But we'll see what happens, see what's next for him. Anyway, guys, you let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, crush, destroy, drop, kick the shit out of that like button. Helps the show get noticed. And I'll be back hopefully soon to discuss the boxing side of things tomorrow when Ola's around. In terms of Arsenal, all things Arsenal, I will be doing a immediate review after the game. So stay tuned for that. I'll upload that and get that on the channel. And then I'll do a I do a player ratings on the Monday. So keep tuned, keep it locked, and you'll see more of my face. Hopefully shaving this time tomorrow. Because fucking hell I need it. All right, guys, I'm out of it. Take care.